Peace and love, everyone. Had a little tech issue here this morning just before I went on. So I was a little discombobulated. Hey, thanks for being here, Sean, out in Salt Lake City. Amy, Chicagoland, Peggy, Texas, Tom right here in the beautiful harbor, Wanda up in New Hampshire. Buenos dias, Candyman, Costa Rica. Hi, Jan. Hi, Lynn in the Ozarks. Hey, peace and love to everybody. Thanks for being here today. It's lively, birdie, beautiful, verdant to thank you, Kristen, for that word. Hey, pure intention, and Jennifer. Hey, so yeah, it's beautiful here on the coast of Maine today. I hope you can hear me just fine. So today we're going to continue our conversation about Mary, and this is called the Power Inside You, Gospel of Mary, and the Divine Light Within. Talk number 2. So, what if the Christianity you were taught, if you were taught, wasn't the whole story? Not by far. And what if the divine, the Holy One, source was never far away, but already inside you? We talk about this a lot. In this video, I'm going to share a vision of the Gospels that totally changed everything for me. And I'm also going to talk about the vision that I had during my near-death experience that led me back to this mystical gospel, the almost lost history of the Gospel of Mary. So peace and namaste, my soul friends. Today I'm going to invite you into a radiant mystery. Hi, Sue. Hey, Martha. Octavia, let's take a moment before we do. Gather myself in. So as I said, today I'm going to invite you into a radiant mystery. It's ancient, but it's alive now. It pulses with the same light I saw when I left this body. This light isn't somewhere else. It's not behind rules or dogma. It's not doctrine. It lives within you. The Gospel of Mary is a fragmented early Christian text that was written in Coptic. We covered a bit of this last week. And it never made it into the Bible, and it may have actually been intentionally discarded, parts of it torn out, hidden. But it's in places like Mary Magdalene, not a sinner, but a seer, this light. She's not as she was portrayed, but she was a seer. She speaks directly from her experience and not from church hierarchy in the gospel, which we're going to cover. And this isn't about believing something more or something new. It's not about believing anything. It's about waking up. Like many near-death experiencers, like many people who've had these NDEs, the gospel speaks of divine love, soul remembering, and the journey back through illusion, the Gospel of Mary. And these things we've talked about in the Aramaic Jesus and elsewhere. And today we're going to walk through these themes that we find in the Gospel of Mary. And then next week, we're going to start reading it all together. If you want to read along, you can. You don't have to. I'm going to be using, let's see, it's over here. I'm using this Karen L. King's translation of the Gospel of Mary Magdala, but I'm also pulling from Megan Watterson's Mary Magdalene Revealed, which I'm reading right now and is mind-blowing, by the way, and Cynthia Bourgeau's The Meaning of Mary Magdalene. And Cynthia and I go way back to when we taught classes together. She's a brilliant, brilliant writer, deep heart. Their voices, these women, these Cynthia and Megan and Karen, their voices echo what I saw when I was in the light during my NDE. And maybe they'll speak to you too. They're worth reading. So, number one, the divine is within you. We're going to talk about the themes we find in the Gospel of Mary. Then next week, we're going to dive in. So, the gospel is within you. Mary's gospel says, quote, "Don't be misled. Look here, look there, for the child of humanity is within you." And this isn't metaphor. It's not just metaphor. It's also mystical instruction. That spark, that Christ nature is already here. In Aramaic, the word malkutha means more than just kingdom. In the Greek, it's the kingdom of God is within you. Okay, yes, but it means more than that. And it's not patriarchal. It means reign, not like was falling yesterday, but REIGN, the reign, the vibration with a capital V, a state of being, not just a place or a time or something above, but a living presence of vibration now. And we practice this in our practice. We experience this when it lives within us, right here, right now, within you. And the Gospel of Thomas affirms this. The quality of sovereignty is within you and outside you. It's in us and it's outside of us. And this is a quality of sovereignty. It's the divine being itself. And many NDEers, including me, discovered the same knowing, or were shown, were given the knowledge of the same knowing. And the light we meet beyond the veil when we die is also the light within us now. So let me ask you something. Have you ever felt the divine inside you? Not as a thought, a belief, or an idea, but something real. So drop a comment below or in the chat. I'd love to hear your story. So 2. We have 7 we're going to cover today, 7 themes. Sin as forgetfulness, not guilt. Mary says, quote, "There is no such thing as sin." The Gospel of Mary says, "There is no such thing as sin." Whoa. You make sin when you act in ways that are adulterated with your nature. You're stepping outside your nature. And this idea changes everything, because sin isn't some cosmic stain. From Adam's fall, from Adam's sin, what is that quote? Anyway, it's Adam's fault. It's Eve's fault. There's this universe. It's not a cosmic stain. It's forgetting who we are. The original goodness lives within us. We fall asleep. We miscreate. We forget the light. The Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Philip, which I hope we're going to get to. The Gospel of Philip agrees. Ignorance is the mother of all evil. Ignorance of your own divine nature is the cause of all the sin in the world, the sleepiness of us, the below the veilness of us. And in my NDE, my first one, I felt no condemnation. I wasn't judged. Only clarity, healing, welcome. Mary's mystical vision teaches evil comes from misidentification. Our core identity is light, not shame. I saw that in my NDE. The shame was gone. It wasn't ever me. We don't need punishment or authorities over us or obedience to those authorities. We need to remember. So how does this change? Does this change your view of sin? Does this help you? Let me know in the comments. This is going to help us as we move forward. So the mind between soul and spirit, number 3. The Gospel of Mary says, one does not see with the soul or with the spirit, but the mind which is between two sees the vision. It's not your soul. It's not your body. It's the witness, the awakened mind In the Vedanta, there's this thing called Buddhi, Buddhi, the intelligence that sees what's real. It's not analytic or rationality. And Plato calls this noetic vision. And in my NDE, I saw with this mind. You see with this mind, you glimpse it yourself. I'm not telling you something you don't already know or haven't experienced. Well, maybe some of you haven't yet, but you intuit it. It was pure awareness, capital P, capital A, joined to the light, that mind, the eternal nature of yourself. And if you've ever seen the truth, not with your eyes, but with your being, you've touched this too. So have you had a moment like that? A moment of knowing or being known that you're known, or a mystical vision? Let me know in the comments. Number 4, the soul's ascent through powers or masks. Mary describes a vision she had. The soul ascends facing powers like, quote, darkness, craving, ignorance, enslavement of the physical body, the false peace of the flesh, craving for death, compulsion, rage, the 7 powers. Can you see those? Darkness, craving, ignorance, craving for death, enslavement to the physical body, the false peace of the flesh, the compulsion of rage. These are the 7 powers. These are from Megan Watterson, and I think that she got them from Cynthia Bourgeois. Desire says, "You're mine." The soul replies, "You never knew me. I was just a garment to you." Gospel of Mary. Now, these powers aren't demons. They're masks, false selves, desire, ignorance, wrath, addiction, ego, fear, shame. These are other translations. 7 masks, 7 powers, 7 false selves. You might remember that Mary in the Gospels had 7 demons that were cast out. These reflect that. And it's not how low she was, as Watterson points out. It's her transformation. It's her growth through the transition through these, or release from these that held her captive. It's psychological. It's traumatic injury. It's emotional rootage in ourselves. And these things, she rose from them. The soul rises by saying, "I am not you. I release you. I am not these things. I release you." Thomas 84 echoes this. When you see your true image, you will rejoice. You will rejoice. This is when I died and I became this, my true self, my true image. I was in the state of rejoicing, and that came back with me here. A thimbleful, but it's enough. It's like neutron star. Okay, it's really, really, really tiny, but it has a lot of weight. Just a thimbleful of that. The densest material in the universe that we know of. When you see your true image, the golden light of yourself, you will rejoice. And I saw this in my own NDE, which was a liberation through the shadow. It's a journey through my shadow to liberation, into liberation. This is what Mary's talking about, liberation. But she wasn't just talking about it in the afterlife. She's talking about it now. So how do you release yourself? How do you get release from these things, these masks? I want to know. We need to help each other. Number 5 out of 7. Mary as mystic and witness. Mary wasn't just a follower of Jesus. She understood this vision she had. She saw. She was a leader. But Peter protests. Did he speak to a woman in private and not to us? And Levi answers, if the Savior made her worthy, who are you to reject her? Jesus raises these women up. She's the first of many. Mary is the mystic, the mystical genius. Her truth comes from vision, not from a title, not even from her gender. It comes from her, the connection in her heart. She's the archetype for all of us who come back from the light with something the world doesn't want to hear. And that's everybody here. Whether you had an NDE or NDE-like experience, if you've had some kind of light experience, you've come back into the world with something the world doesn't want to hear. Mystical Christianity honors witness over dogma, inner vision over approval, and the feminine as a vessel of knowing. Tell me that the church does that well. Any of those things. 6, silence as completion. Mary's gospel ends with a whisper. From now on, I will rest in silence. Silence isn't absence, it's arrival. It's the end of seeking the soul at peace. There's another book, hopefully, we're going to get to. It's called The Thunder Perfect Mind. I am the incomprehensible silence. The I am is the incomprehensible silence. This is not this is fullness, not more words, but beingness. And in conclusion, a Christianity of awakening. This is what she offers. The Gospel of Mary offers a Christianity with no shame, no fear, no gatekeepers. It doesn't ask us to worship Jesus from afar or even up close. It calls us to awaken the Christ within, the light within, the awareness within, whatever you want to name this. It goes by 10,000 names. It has one being. Mary calls us to awaken the Christ consciousness within, not to fear sin, but to remember our origin. We've been talking about this. This is what mystics talk about, and it's right here. It was right at the beginning of Christianity, and one of the Christianities, because there were many, not to wait for heaven for our death, at our deaths, which I kind of am, right? But we don't have to wait. We can discover it now, which is what I've been doing with my whole life. And I hope you are too, because heaven is among us, in us, around us, if you learn to see. This is a gospel of remembering, of returning, of becoming. And in closing, an invitation to join me next Sunday when we're going to begin our heart-led study of the Gospel of Mary, line by line. And so now, please, if you have a few minutes, stay tuned or change your tuner to Mystic Tea Salon on Zoom. I've got a link below in the description. It's a private, safe space to share your mystical experiences and for us to talk about them. We have values. The values are compassion, kindness, humility, authenticity, and experience. The link's in the description. Now, if this message touched you, please leave a comment. Let me know what part moved you the most. What do you recognize from your own journey? And if Not Church feeds your soul, help feed it back. Please, your support helps this vital work and our vital community continue. You could please go to peterpanagore.love right now. I am passing the basket. This month, although our channel's growing, our survivability is at stake right now. So especially amid these challenges posed by the economy and other things that I'm going to talk a little bit about at Mystic Tea Salon. May this peace that Mary experienced in her vision be with you always. Amen. I'm going to take a quick look at the chat over here and see how's it going. The word home, we're just glancing over the word home. Martha agreed the word home was the one of the feelings I was given as I was rising, says Ellen C. Ellen was transported to the heavens in a pyramid in Egypt last week and trying to stay grounded and integrated. I hope we talk about that at Mystic Tea Salon. I'd love to hear what you have to say, Ellen. You gave a teaser to us the other day at our Kriya Yoga class, and jeepers, I hope we get to hear about it. I feel the divine move through me in and out, up and down. Not a faith, but a knowing, says Tom. Sin is forgetfulness. So very different. So very different, says Kristen. Hello to Anne. Hello from Anne in Cape Town. To Doha, 9 hours to Doha, to Dublin, 7 hours. Are you headed home then? It's something felt and not spoken, says Jen. Oh, good, the library has it. That's great. Good afternoon, Sue from West Yorkshire. You can catch it on replay. Someone please share the list Peter shared on camera. I've been posting my scripts. If you want those, I've been sending them out with the email, or maybe I did last week. I think I did. The list will be there. If you want them, let me know. If you want my notes from today, please click on the thumb up button. Thanks, Tom. Yes, it does. And subscribe and all that stuff. It does definitely help. Only 8 likes so far. Can we get 56? Thank you, David. That'd be great. The more likes, the better. It really, we got 30. Thank you. Makes a huge difference. It's a huge way to support this channel. Let's see, your work is opening my awareness of how Christ consciousness is in my life. Thanks. Me too. I mean, I'm finding it as I go along too, how it's acting. I'm in such power today. Thank you, Kristen. Everyone's survivability is at stake right now in this country in particular. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that. All right. What's the book? Oh, the title of the book. Let's see. I'll pull that up right here. It is Martha. It's Mary Magdalene Revealed, the First Apostle, Her Feminist Gospel, and the Christianity We Haven't Tried. And I'll repeat that. This is by Megan, with 2 G's, Megan Watterson. Mary Magdalene Revealed, the First Apostle, Her Feminist Gospel, and the Christianity We Haven't Tried. And I love that, the Christianity We Haven't Tried. It's totally that. It's totally that. Now, where's my screen? There you go, back again. All right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Peace and love to you all. Thanks for subscribing. Talk about this with your friends. Living in the material world and with a translucent light body is confusing to me. This is what Mary tries to address. Thanks, Ken C. Today's talk was incredible, but this one most of all spoke to me. Oh, thanks, Ken. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate that. I'll try to catch up with you this week. Peace and love, everybody. Thanks for being here. Talk to your friends about it, especially if you're a member of a church. If you're still a member of a church somewhere, suggest that the pastor take a look at the Gospel of Mary. Anyway, or maybe you can do a book study on this Watterson book. Watterson. All right. Peace and love to you. I'll see you in a few minutes at Mystic Tea Salon. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Peace.